In a forgotten part of the world, deep at the edge of the Black Jungle, there was a man named Mwangi who lived apart from the rest of the village. No one truly knew his story. He had no family, no friends, and no fire ever seemed to warm the inside of his hut. Every full moon he would disappear, slipping into the darkness without a trace. At first people whispered, but then children began to vanish. It started with the chief's son. One morning, the boy's bed was found cold and empty. No footprints, no sound. Only a few black feathers scattered by the doorway and long claw marks dug into a tree near the jungle's edge. The elders said it was a curse, an old one, long buried in stories meant to scare children into obedience. But fear grew when more children disappeared. The village fell into panic. Warriors searched the forest and came back trembling. Others never returned at all. The jungle, once feared only at night, became a prison even under daylight. Through it all, Mwangi said nothing. He kept to himself, his eyes heavy with secrets no one dared ask about. But the truth weighed on him. Mwangi knew what he had become. Years ago, he had been a joyful man with a wife and newborn daughter. One night, a fire tore through the jungle and he lost everything. In his pain and desperation, he cried out to the ancient spirits of the forest, begging them to return what he had lost. The jungle gods answered, but their gift was cruel. They gave him wings, not to fly in freedom, but to feed on sorrow. Every full moon, Mwangi's body twisted and cracked into the form of a monstrous black raven, larger than any bird in the sky. His human thoughts faded and hunger took over. Not for food, but for something pure. Laughter, innocence, light, and nothing in the world burned brighter than a child's joy. So he hunted. Each time he awoke, feathers scattered across his floor and tears wet his cheeks. The pain of what he'd done was worse than death, but the curse held him tightly. He could not stop it alone. Then one day, a girl named Amani walked into his life. She was the daughter of the chief, but unlike others, she was not afraid. She had seen his eyes, not the ones of a beast, but of a man trapped behind them. When she looked at him, she didn't see a monster. She saw sorrow. Mwangi, broken and ashamed, confessed everything. He showed her the black feather, the source of the curse, hidden beneath the floor of his hut. It pulsed with dark energy, gifted by gods who no longer cared. He told her the curse could only be broken if the feather was burned under the light of the full moon. That night, the moon rose like a wound in the sky. Mwangi chained himself with vines and iron, hoping to hold back the change. But the curse was too strong. His bones bent. Wings exploded from his back. His voice shattered into a deafening scream, and the raven returned. The beast broke free. Amani stood at the sacred fire, holding the black feather, her small hands shaking. As the monstrous bird flew toward her, she held her breath and threw the feather into the flames. What happened next felt like the sky itself cracked open. The raven's scream shook the ground as blue fire roared high. The creature folded midair and crashed to the earth. When the smoke cleared, Mwangi lay at the village gates, his body burned but human once again. The villagers gathered. Some wanted to strike him down, afraid he might transform again. But the truth was clear. Mwangi was no longer the monster. The curse had lifted. After that night, Mwangi vanished. Some believed he died from the wounds. Others said the gods took him away. But the children stopped disappearing. The jungle grew quiet. Peace returned. Still, to this day, during the full moon, villagers say a single black raven circles silently above the trees. Not hunting, not haunting, just watching. As if protecting those who once feared him. And so Mwangi's story lived on, and a tale of love twisted into a curse, and the bravery of a child who ended it.